Hey, it's Joseph here. Today you are inside of my garage. Actually, it's my new garage as we just moved. And this is the reason why my garage kind of looks this way. It's currently a storage full of boxes. But because this is new home, we are in desperate need of a shade or roller blinds. And this time again, SmartWings have sent me this box for me to install at the home. So thank you SmartWings for sending this product again, and we will definitely enjoy this. So let's get this unboxed and show you the contents of it, and I'll go ahead and install it in my living room as well as some of the bedrooms of the home and show you what this thing looks like. As always, Grace here. My wife will be helping me out. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get it open. So how many blinds are we expecting to see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blinds total, right?
Yeah.
And we were able to specify the sizes and the type of blinds that we want and the color. So let's see what we got. And as you can see, everything is labeled clearly here. The remote is inside and we've got the zebra curtain and the sizes are shown there as well. The colors, we've got graphite, blue, beige, and those are different rooms that I have designated into. Studio and my son's room and my daughter's, and I suppose there are 3 more underneath this. And we've got 3 more here. 1 remote for 3 of the blinds, and these are meant for the living room, I believe. Yep, it does say living room left on the side and the right. And that actually means I've got this one that is on the side, and then I've got the left window and the right window. So we'll be working with that. And as you can see, we've got a very nice view. Even got a fountain, so we've got a nice view outside, but that also means that we get a lot of sun as well as view into the home. So we want to make sure people passing by here are not being able to see at night, at least enjoy a bit of privacy, and the zebra blinds are going to be very helpful for that. Alright, so what we got in there? We've got some stuff here. So installation guide, this is a solar panel. We are quite familiar with this process. And then the remote, the screws.
And the blind.
And this one also is labeled inside. So this one will tell me that it is meant for the living room on side. Basically the contents for the others will be the same, except for the remote one on the side will be smaller, so we need to keep track of those things. We're expecting same thing in here. Again, the cable, screws, and then solar panel, and then the blind itself. Let's do the left and right first. Do you like the color?
I do.
We picked light gray because we thought it will suit the overall look of this home. It's actually really nice. So we've got the usual bracket here. You just push that and release it. All right, we just need to go mark the positions and hang the blinds up. Yeah, they should be identical. But this one actually has the motor on the right, and then the other actually has the motor on the left. And it fits. We ordered exactly, and it fits so perfectly. Do we want it like in a little bit, or do we want it right there? I like it flush, basically like that.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
1/4 inch away. In the screw box, we've got the yellow anchor, also the screw, and these screws should be enough for you to mount it. And because this is all framed out of wood, so I can just directly mount without the anchor itself. Low speed, low strength. And we're gonna wipe down the area that's going to receive the solar panel just to make sure there's no dust that has settled. And the solar panel itself has a sticky back on it. So a little tip here is you can use a blade to basically catch the corner of the sticker. It usually is much easier this way. Make sure not to touch the panel itself and lift it, and that should be coming off quite easily, like that. And watch out for the motor side of the blind. So on this one, I've got the motor on the right side, so I just need to stick it on there. It's black, so it's not going to be seen from outside all that well, but you do want to put it all the way up so that it's concealed nicely. And confirming there is a motor, and this time I actually have noticed that this is a USB Type-C and also on a solar panel, so they have upgraded from micro USB to USB-C. And that is on. Connect the cable to the motor. It's pretty late now, so we're not going to get any solar power at this point, but when the sun comes up in the morning, it'll start charging it for us. Just connect this onto the port underneath it, and then just tuck in the cables nicely. By the way, we've got the Zigbee variant of the motor so that it can work with the Google Assistant that we have in the house. Yeah. All right, Grace has nicely laid it out for me, so I just need to mark this up. And because it actually moves side to side, I don't really need to worry about the left and right dimension. I just need to be precise in terms of the depth. I'm actually going 1/4 inch away from the edge, so I can just settle there. All right, wiping it down. And again, this one has a motor on the left, so we'll mount the solar panel on the left. Push it in, and it should just spring load in there. Put that up against the top edge, but leave a little bit of room on the left where the wire needs to come out, and push that firmly, and then tuck the excess wire in there so that it doesn't show up. Since we've got this one set up here, we're gonna go ahead and pair this blind with the remote that Grace is holding up. So we've got the motor on this side for this one, where the solar panel is feeding the power into, although there's no solar power right now, but there's gonna be a button that you can press down. So you can press that for 2 seconds, and it will jog once like that to let you know it has woken up. And then now I hold it for 2 seconds again, it'll jog again, and within 10 seconds you've got to select the channel on the remote and then hold down the hold button for 2 seconds, and then it'll jog twice to let you know it has been paired. So we've got this channel 1 set up here, so I'm gonna hold it for 2 seconds. And she held it for 2 seconds. It jogged twice, so it's been paired up. So you just press the down button, and then it's gonna start coming down. It's not that fast, but the motor is quite silent. We cannot really see outside since it's quite dark, but they can certainly see inside. So with this down, we have a bit more privacy, which we'll enjoy at least on the nighttime. And because this is a zebra blinds, it kind of opens up and closes as it goes down, so you can stop in the middle of it. Can you actually stop it? So you can kind of stop it in the middle so that you can control the amount of light comes in if you want to do that during the day. If you have a setup where you have a lot of light coming in into the space, then you can kind of control the light that way. And it is sort of like a sheer material, so you can actually look outside. But in this case, we want full privacy where it is not seen from outside in, so we're gonna push it all the way down. I love the color. What do you think?
I love it too.
Why don't you show your smile? Lovely color here, light gray. I think was a right choice on this one, and I have not made a mistake of. Did I order a correct length this time?
Yes.
We did. So that is stopping nicely on the edge and in a closed position. Everything is good. I guess we have 4 blinds to go. Look how Grace has prepared everything for me. Thank you, Grace. All right, it's coming down. Let's see if I have ordered this correctly and see if it comes to the length. This one's actually shorter than the other two, so that was a little bit tricky. There it is, perfect length. High five. Yes. Currently, all the Zigbee devices, including all the curtains, are connected to this hub over here that is inside of my network panel. So for my daughter's room, we've got the same blind and similar contents. Quick installation guide package, solar panel, and then the remote, also the cable and the screws and the shades itself. And we've got slightly different color for my daughter. So instead of a light gray color, this is supposed to be beige, and it is clearly notated over here as well. And for this, it will be the same exact installation. So it is now woken up and set up the remote now. By the way, inside of the remote box, there is the remote itself, as well as this wall bracket that you can install onto the wall so that you can hang up the remote. Screws are included as well. However, I usually just leave this one on the windowsill. Much easier. There's a AAA batteries included in the box. So just open that up and open up the back cover of the remote. You just push out like that, and then it opens up. You put the batteries in the right orientation, and that should power on. And once it powers on, letting you know which channel, which is the first channel right now, hold up the button for 5 seconds. It should jog twice like that. And then now I can hold this button down. All right, so that's now synchronized. So I just press a button to have it come down. I can stop it or push it up, but let's have it all the way down so we can test out how it hangs all the way down. So when it is all the way down, maximum privacy, but then you can push it up just a little bit to allow a bit more light in. And there's a bit of a sheer material here, so you can actually see outside, and you should get a good amount of light in as well. How's the beige color looking? For my son's room, I've got a blue color on the fabric. It actually looks good too. And it's actually blinking green, which also means that it is currently being charged. The sunlight is bright enough to be charging. And then again, hold the button for 5 seconds until it jogs twice. And now just hold this button and then press down to go down, or press up to go up. And by the way, there's a peel on the remote. It looks a lot darker on camera, but it is a navy blue and I like it. Perfect for a boy's room. All right, so finally I'm at my new studio. It looks more or less the same, but I'm about to install this one up here. If you look at the box, it's gonna say studio, zebra curtain again. It's gonna stay the same size, and then the color is graphite. But in there you'll find the solar panel like this, and it's gonna have a VHB tape or the double-sided tape on here. The tip to kind of peel that, because getting the red off of there can be troublesome at times. So you just take the blade and then just nick the corner and it'll come off a lot easier. So just have it on the blade and then use your thumb to pull it away, and that usually works like a charm when you are taking the VHB tapes off. Again, get the corner and then hold with your thumb and then pull away. So that's prepped. It's gonna have another label here that matches the box. And again, it states the graphite meant for studio. And that color is looking quite nice. What do you think? And then just take the Phillips head for the screws and grab the brackets and put the screw that is furthest away from you is usually the best bet. And then on the lowest speed and lowest power settings, just slowly put it in place. And then the second screw, don't screw it all the way in. Leave some room for adjustments. And just grab a screwdriver to hand tighten the last bit to make sure you don't over tighten it. Unlike the traditional type of blinds and shades, you're not going to be pulling on it in any way. So these are actually not really big concern in terms of weight. As long as it can stay up there, you should be fine. So just grab it and just hook on the front and push it in gently and hook on the back of it. And you can just press a button over there for 2 seconds and then the blind is going to jog. Let you know that it has woken up. And then you're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. And then you can wake this one up. And at this point, it should now be synchronized. So I can just push the button down to have it come down. The graphite color looks good, perfect for my studio setup. It's not too bright, it doesn't introduce a weird skew of color, just perfect. Yeah, now I have gone ahead and installed roller blinds throughout the house, different colors of the zebra blinds this time. And thanks again, SmartWings, for sending me these awesome blinds for me to install at home and showcase to other people. And if you guys have enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like this video and consider subscribing to my channel to continue watching these type of videos. And thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Bye. Close all living room curtains.
Okay, closing 3 curtains.